So this morning, we want to talk to the person where they look over the affairs of young people them, and how, addressing the drug crisis and challenge for young people them face with, how, waiting at the role of the ministry in this call where the president don't make. So this morning I get with me Ibrahim Sannoh, the Minister of Youth Affairs. Good morning, Mr. Minister.
Morning, Lamrana.
It is a pleasure having you.
The pleasure is mine.
Yes. How has it been? How has it been? You enjoying this job?
Certainly. It's one of those challenging jobs, but if you're humble about it and you're sincere and your intent's clear in your approach, you enjoy it quite well. It's not the best of jobs. It's a thankless one, but working with young people for me is one of the best, especially coming from that kind of humble beginning myself, reflecting how myself grew up, the challenges I had with my family and all, turning back and seeing them. Just that we never had scourges of drug challenges.
Yeah.
We know so like other small drug be there around, but not be too rampant at this nature. But I see their challenges. I can reflect on how myself grew up. Making a meal a day was quite difficult. Growing up back in the village, coming down a big city, and how God will make we navigate all our way for Lord be today. So I use my own story to share with them, to give them hope that all is not lost. If it not happen for you, but if you whole committed, it will happen for you, picking, and then your life will be transformed.
Yeah, and I see when you took over, one of the first moves that we make now for engage young people and within into drugs. I see go under the bridge na Juba, go na different areas them, they engage them and talk to them. Some then the way I understand so you be even facilitate for them get treatment now hospital. We are with this social crisis. The president don't call for a renewed effort in addressing it. What's the role of the ministry in this?
Okay, so the role of the ministry is quite big. So let me just recap. Now the president will don't declare a first state of emergency, and he puts the honorable vice president for superintend over this particular issue. So there are pillars established. So we at the Ministry of Youth fall under the awareness and the rehabilitation pillar, together with social welfare. So when I take over, reading from the reports, I see this not be we on pillar. And the very first thing I did was to get a first-hand information. So from the office, I asked, was there any activity? They say no. When we don't engage in anything, they say no. I say, okay. So straight away, I went to Professor Fodi's office, tried to understand what actually the setup be there about. And from there, I make you see, I begin engage. Because the role of the ministry in terms of raising the necessary awareness not be done, they happen yet. And for let you raise awareness, you got to get first-hand information. So then can we go down the bridge, can we go na Black Street, can we go Suza's Bay, can we go na Friends of the Dead, na Ross Road, to go Waterloo, and then day. And it was really very on-site scene, quite appalling. That you see Motorman, die itself, it all routine. You go there, if you're not possible to get that sense of emotion, you break down. And so now down there I've been doing the first day, and then the second day you see me, my wife, and my daughter. So we put small food together, we able to go give them back. Even as recently on the 24th, when I'm in my birthday, I decided to say again for go do the similarity with my wife and my picking there. The reason being, when you go there, you just see how young people, say these are promising. Like they don't need for go school, but they are quite intelligent in their own right. Some are very outspoken. You talk to them, say they are a small hope and small skills thing no more they need. And so you go there, you see down, say that life really they go down the drain, and you able to talk to them. I remember like one particular one who Dong Suza's Bay, and if you don't say I ain't left Kush the killer. So but I go there and I hold him. Then the first way he asked me, you know the minister for school? I say, yes, me not the minister for school. He say, hey, but I say, well, we see you can, so you make a believe, say, baby, me not mortal man. And then he was teary. And then I was also teary. Then I hug him. So the other picture, they Bokuma, they call me, oh, if they wear mask, if not say, but we see them getting contagious.
Yeah.
And my purpose for going there is to give them hope. So that day they will take them, Boku carry them, go cannot. About 67 of them, we will be the treat. Unfortunately, 5 die, like a couple of days ago. After, whether they really break me down for going back, it'd be quite difficult because I saw them. I will pull them right down. Motoka have not been there for carry them go. At some point, I began to put plastic, motoka seats, for put some of them. The one that we're not able for it, we pay for me then totes there, and company then totes there. So we marched through Abacha till we by 4th Street to Connaught. It was difficult for the Connaught self accept them, but I got to make rally calls and then treat some of them that they give them hope, give them some fuel. So after the 5 deaths happened, because I'll go there back, give them food, the MPs there, to ECOWAS Parliament come, go give them food. Because if you see the reality, the UCSF, you'll be moved.
Yeah.
So, but the death will happen after that, kind of break me down a bit and try for recalibrate again, for continue the movement. But all of that, it was like a solo intervention. Me,
You do as an individual, you and your family.
Me and my family.
Yeah, but so, what's in your assessment of this? Like you say, the ministry gets a role for play. You ministry connected in a lot of things, you know, especially when you get to do with young people. But so far, since you take over and this your personal experience we see on the ground, what's in your assessment of the situation we get presently?
My own personal assessment was a better way HE really come back and try for put that kind of measures here will happen so. Otherwise, it was going to really affect us as a country. So, Lamana, maybe they do a strategic plan together with the ministry based on the status of youth report. And then you come for no say, this country, we have an opportunity and a threat. And this similar thing be happen back during the war, where we say we get similar opportunity and threat. The opportunity always that young people are always boku. If you check from the status of youth report from 15 to 35, we constitute about 35%. But if you check from 15 to 40 or even 35, we constitute about 68 to 72%. So the opportunity is that if we can able to engage on capacity building drive, try for train them into the middle level manpower, skills development, then they can be able to contribute meaningfully in our society. They will be engaged, and then they also be able to contribute. But if we're not able to do that one day, then it becomes a threat. Because don't forget, now every young person between 18 to 35, give and take, get one picking. And Boku ki don't born picking self before they reach their adolescent age. So it's like they are coming with an excess baggage into the youthful cadre. So my assessment generally is that we have to collectively, this is not about politics. That is why when I even start me awareness raising, I went to both SLPP and APC party offices. And it's quite encouraging that even when we talk to either side, they go talk about, I say, our law na meet, so law play game, law sensitize together, the willingness from both sides a day. So it make a learn something for the first 10 say, certain politicians and they don't want to for like divide and divide more. But rather we should be seen consolidating and unifying more. So the situation is that now that His Excellency don't put them measures here in place, you don't see what's in there happen. Because like I say, we own pillar limited only to awareness raising and rehabilitation. So there's nothing more we can do on that. You get to know your mandate.
Okay. In terms of awareness raising and rehabilitation, before now when the president announced the state of emergency, there was this same 5 pillars, strategic pillars, where one of them with rehabilitation, the president promised say, rehabilitation centers go there across the 12 districts. Each district will get one rehabilitation center. But so far, it's very limited. We get na Freetown, we get na Bo, there's the new one, Daru and open. This psychiatric home as well, then they admit the one they were sick. How do we expand this, to other parts? Because what is very clear, and what's in the president's say, Now that even in our communities, them, the drugs they. How do we expand on this? Because the other day, the guy from social welfare said they get up to 5,000 people who don't register with you on waiting list.
That's true. Because Mrs. don't visit the rehab center, and I don't engage with social welfare. I don't engage with Professor Fodisa, we lead the command. It is true. Yesterday, Saturday, we did a health beach walk cleaning. We'll begin from convent to the beach. We had them coming in their mass exodus, joining they go and play boo-boo, they work on a treat. Kush must go, Tramadol must go. And singular with itself, the other young people that we can. So I just say, okay, let each one person catch one person, we be done, they take the Kush and talk to them. And you see some of them crying. Like I remember one yellow boy they talk to the other boy. They were say, "Me I get was so nine," because what we tell her first say your name and how much you owe, and so that was the thing we did. Because I just made a move around. The boy say me I old, me na my neighbor I old 23. I don't get first degree, but now I dey work in a so place. Now they ask her, "Who you sit to us?" They say na so. I say na me you sit so. He say I get me was so. And believe you me, again in worse. And that boy begin crying at that beach. He cried. So we had to take a whole time for just try to talk to him, pacify him, and anything. Why am I saying this? Because this is a collective fight. Government alone not go able. There are people who are supposed for their school, but because of peer pressure, they don't find themselves in the unwanted places. And Boku na upline they come up. Whether they bring her, tap to person, one way or the other, in paddy, link them up. Now he's on the street. The other Bobona say, well, if you mean and pull your earring, if you get your earring, so you pull all the earring. See, I don't say, better bring her in our office. This Sunday, yesterday, I got for engage. I say, I need them for good rehab. They from there go send a Lego, Miltimagai, because we don't sign MOU with Miltimagai, and we are coming to have skills training programs for them. But the rehab, the list is over 5,000. In fact, it's over 6,000. So this is the constraint we face. So how we will extend this? It has to be a collective community effort. Let the communities themselves create some rehab. Now then communities, like we take Cambia, we go Cambia with HE on Friday, where the paramount chief for Magbema say that we get somebody now oversee we come and don't create a rehab for them. And these are the efforts we want to see for complement within government they do. Be it political parties, be it whoever we get your little way or ambition, the best we can do right now is to save our youthful suffering masses. Because if we fail for do that and if we take care of them, then if we fail for take care of we. We can struggle because we don't build. We need to capacitate with middle level manpower, and we need to even capacitate with younger people. We can think, say, if I just use them on electioneering or here and there, but gone are the days. Now you can get everything. Like me and you, we are still not safe as we are seated here, because what the guarantee say that you light now us, now you want get for user, or that you water, that you pump with the flow, where you get money for pay, now you want go user. If you get somebody with a work, you can able for pay lights, be able to pay water rate. So we have to think like intentional social cohesion methodologies with transparent and clear pathways. Otherwise, no matter what we do, our future is still not guaranteed.
Yeah, still, them boys here, they na the streets. I go long, they drive past long there, they see them, go to Juba, they still there under the bridge. With una own intervention, waiting get for be the engagement, the awareness, because the awareness is one, but people I know una no get to for play with enforcement, but getting them off these places can possibly help in cutting down the supply chain. Because if they're not there for demand them, person not there we go come and can sell and give them. Waiting get for be you role into this.
So my role is simple, which we have started again just that now. You know, I come in the middle, or almost the middle of the year, where we don't meet all donors, get them program, we line up. So million strategic vision and everything, they can say, oh yes, you have good plans, but just now this time we don't be with you. So right now it's how they put together. Now for make sure say we anchor on skills development. So we don't sign an MOU with Multimagai. We are going to sign another MOU, in fact, with the Tertiary Education Commission through the Ministry of Tertiary Education. We mean say we want for roll out skills development courses across all technical universities in this country. Even we say technical university nowadays, but we able for rally like a whole consortium. We go there and deploy and do the distance learning programs. So we will identify together with tertiary education 21 of those courses we might even come talk to now from this journalism one they do not to like the actual like high end, but even the one way they operate on a camera there, technical part of it, the one way they make AC, the one way they make where they do food and hand cosmetology, the one way they do salon like hair. For example, one of the model now we want for roll out by January or February. Now that you go Ethiopia, for example, now woman they barb, woman they do cut man hair. Like we want to get women into male-dominated professions. That can be another way. So, like for example, who say me go barb now at this, when at the same money they pay now, but less service. Before you go barb, they go for massage your head.
Additional service.
You don't even sleep in the process. And you pay the same equivalent of $4. We now can pay out for barb 100 leo. But the service you need to get, they get that machine where they put on your back, they massage you. And a woman there, and the driver go serve you tea. You like customer-centric service no more. So that can be the thing there. Entrepreneurship can for be the backbone of everything, of the skills they roll out. Like I tell you about 21 for make AC, for even take picture and then see the end. That this at the ministry we want anchor on. In addition to agriculture, under agriculture, we also want to make what I can say make agriculture sexy. Now, if you check, Boku young man they left the village there for kind of big town for ride Okada. But the feel for realize say, na the bush the money day. Like what it man say, I'm paying kayak, and small one day, now they make you boost. But why be they do me strategic plan? What would do the Q&A like for go around? Because I had researchers will go around. Which they make beaucoup de car because agriculture is labor intensive. Number one, and number two,
not mechanized.
It's not even about mechanization. They're not getting no skill, little or no skill for able to say I can use this small room here, but and get increased productivity and yield. So those are the tradings where we want to embark on, providing seeds, providing inputs. And then, even before you go to mechanize, encourage them where they begin a smaller aspect. For example, now, if you're able to support them with poultry training, and then you provide it as well with the necessary, they don't need to forget complex things then for build and poultry house. They can use local materials. For example, if you visit, we propose AgTech Excellence Center and my Shaka, who don't begin, would they use Kentik for do greenhouse? Yeah, so they use local materials. Start from there, and then you're able to see how you can do that greenhouse. And then the next point now how you begin small. So the very first thing we want to do right now for make sure we train. That's my key focus as a minister, superintendent over that ministry. We've done our strategic plan, 5-year strategic plan. The key 4 component deliverables, which is agriculture, climate change, and security or resilience. Skills and development are the key anchor, and then you get tech and innovation. But all the other 3 are cross-cutting. But the anchor to all of this is skills.
Okay.
And the focus basically not to for just give them the skills and left them, but you give them the skills, and you also beg your pardon. You also try for give the startups for begin something, and you also create a digital marketing aspect. For example, if Laman attire now on a weekend, but Laman I need fish, a clean fish, whether on a barracuda or this or that, you can just go and we site and call. We can bring you fish scale them and everything. You even pay online, we'll deliver them for you. So these are the kind of initiatives we believe once we will push that one day, we train the young Maya. There's dignity in labor. If you check the SDGs, you able to train, take their wire, they matriculate being for that 3 months course what they do.
Give them some pride.
Pride, exactly. And they don't need for go, and every day we're able to provide lunch for them. Because, I mean, that young man, therefore left that hustle for can school, he need that in lunch, he need that in transport. So we're able to provide lunch for them, give them ID card. It can be, if you're a military guy, they go, it's a carpentry, they can do at least for 2-3 hours a day. Then self-talk say, are they military guy college? Nobody need ask you what they do. College na college.
Yeah, he's a student.
He's a student. So that's the initiative. In fact, right now, we don't get support under the UN Peace Building Fund through IGH, who they do about 1,200 to 1,500 of those skills. Where that one they go begin in the next 2 to 3 weeks with through military guy. Where they begin from Western area, and then McKinney, Bo, Kenema, and Kailan. Okay. But that one they be actually focused to the Okada riders there. But the try for see okay, we also mix some because the priority now that one that we don't get accidents in the process of riding bikes. Okay. And we right now they are kind of one way or the other constrained. So one for give them skills and then we'll give them startup kits. Okay. So since we come now they be on the pipeline, we push. Fortunately we are there. And then we also try to see how we can able get at least between 100 or 200 bikes for support there again. Like you can, that one where they do, you ride and pay, create a special Exco account, where the money will go, you support there. One for those similarly with the kekes. But me just now one can give you bike, we not get little or no training on financial management or projects.
So the business go bad. But now look at, since you take over, like you say, it's less than a year since you took over.
5 months now.
5 months now, and young people, form significant number of the population. Now young people, and these are people where they look forward to a lot of opportunities. They want job. The rate of unemployment still high in the country. But what's in your assessment of this sector where you take over generally? What's in your assessment of the young people? And that this country with the demand and waiting available.
So my assessment are that the Sierra Leone young people are quite intelligent, and are the first one. And the only thing we need for do now for capacitate there. So, but it takes a whole process because these are people that we, for example, for the last 5 to 10 or 12 years now street today. So the very first thing we will begin a whole psychosocial mind building again, like try for change the entire mindset, mind transformation programs. Then at the first stage, look, it will be good you visit the rehab center, and then you get stories waiting to happen at this rehab center. So one of the things we made a build up right now, even by God in power, with this Kush go done, we still need for maintain the rehab centers there. Because we have a lot of younger people who don't go like away from normal home setting. These are the people who are quick for use vulgar words, fet the system, and they see nothing like fet way bad. As they don't make sure they don't go take something. Like they
become very violent.
Violent. So we have to engage on a whole mind transformation program. And this is cut across. Not to just the one in a street, even the one in a college. Because from the status of youth report, Kush is bad, but the intake of drug is more higher than the tertiary institutions than anywhere than any other sector in this country. I'm telling you, and I have facts to prove. Yeah? So we have to work on that. And number 2, we engage them into skills program. Look, until and unless we establish tech voc centers. Let's forget about universities for now. Because majority, look, now this country I want me see, everybody want for dress, colorful, go woke, and no matter how much they repair. But you get trades there where they give you quick money For example, plumbing. I'll share two scenarios with you. I don't know who's will transfer, so the water not be the that we don't can cut the pipe. I don't go Guma, I don't pay, hoping that I can get the service. Now I was looking for a plumber who can connect me. The money when me go pay Guma, the one we can for connect me is more than the money I pay. And like I pay more than what I pay Guma to the plumber. This not possible, not be right safe. True, but truth to be told, he's a professional on his work. You understand? He able to tell me the pipe what for buy and ask him why. He could tell me the pressure and everything. So these are the other targets. That's why we don't get experience in the trade, but they don't get certificate. We also have to do refresher training and then you certificate them. Now I'll give you the difference. I be need a welder. So the welder will they send for me na Guinean. This man is a bit talk better to yourself. But he don't go through this tech voc training in Guinea. When the guy comes, the first thing you do, you go measure this and that. The next thing I see the guy pull, the guy perform my invoice. The plumber negotiate. But this Guinean don't negotiate. Why? Because the man get perform my invoice. They don't do listing and everything. You know the right to get in landing boy with the right for everything. So by the time you give the performer invoice for the cost of materials, then I pay them based on the overall cost of the material. They do the calculation. In more formal. Why? Because it don't go through a tech voc path. You understand? Believe me, I didn't negotiate. Even when I say, but this the idea or this and that, I say, Baba. No money, no work, no pay. So I get for pay. It did work well. So I just give them two scenarios here. That this is what we need for engaging more than ever in this country. We have to engage. Even welding. You know how most people require welding every day? Yeah. These are things you can't go without. So all me to say is, as a ministry, our intention is clear. We need to establish tech voc institutions across this country, and then we look at the activity of scale, which may happen in a particular district. For example, if you establish one at Falaba and Kabbalah, you have to intentionally do things relating to cattle rearing, because na Bokude. And we are doing research for the strategic plan. If you check what they come on, the profit we get per one cow, we mature, is massive. But yeah, who stay there? People they even pull. If you go Fadugu right now, and get cow fat. Then get cow, I call it, a lot of things really come out from the cow.
Yeah.
Including
the cow milk.
No, the cow milk that we all know about. But a lot of things people they go there and buy and boku. So it tells you this country is so blessed. We just need for engage. And the people are brainy. So we do the mind transformation and we also impact their skills and give them startup kits. Then we will see how our country will gradually improve.
There are projects where this ministry will take over, so being on the implement. I see they lay more emphasis on tech voc, where I think you think at the parts than for addressing the situations of young people. But the same ministry been get youth in car wash, youth in fishery projects and all. We see the president be launch the boats them and all. What's the status of them project then? Because it's important for understand what you don't invest in and what you take over.
Yeah, that's very important. So I begin with the car wash. The car wash is really nothing much to write about. If you check most of the car wash places now, and they use for.
Are you saying it failed? It's a fail?
It's not completely failed. But for me, it was not backed with any skills drive, because washing a car is not skill. Yeah, they were supported with the guns, the structure being there and everything. But there was, look, anything you do right now, Lamana, you have to look at two things. One, what's the sustainability effect of it? Two, and with that, the scalability. So that's that enemy they look at in anything what they do. How you able to sustain them and how you able to improve on them. So the car wash, if you go there right now, Bokusai, and they wash the motor car then do much profit not there. These people are supposed to be paying into the coffers, but if you check, nothing much not there. If the youth in fisheries is quite impressive. But like done with the car wash first. So how me think for turn down there around? In addition to the car, to which they go on there, we have to set up like what we call charging stations. So we are also pushing to bring in electric vehicles and electric bikes or kekes, where the case may be. So you can transform down there in addition to the car wash. You also make charging centers and vulcanizing place. Like we said, they make tire, pump tire. So you
additional
have
service.
additional service. So you, other than just washing the cars, anything that is skills driven is waiting me to go for, because that's sustainable and that's scalable. For example, if you get one youth now where they wash motor car, it's also sabi change tire and patch tire. They also sabi do the swapping of batteries by electric, which is they also sabi do other small maintenance. So you don't impact her. He will take it as a profession, as a trade. Not so that way we go for sit on whole day, he wait for one keke for us. You understand? So now you come to the Youth in Fisheries project. Like I say, it's quite successful because the boat owner, the only way they give the boats there, they pay. But is that sustainable? No. Because when rain season come, from the research what I do, they don't go to sea. Because Boku can go, they even wonder. Now, people don't even get compass. They don't have no navigation. So training is quite key. My own vision for that one day, now for see how you can able to transition from wooden boats to fiber boats. Fiber boats, you can go and see as far as you can, rainy season, dry season. It is able to tell you, and you also train them into basic navigation. If you check right now, seafarers training, NICOM don't begin out with maritime. We then get for train about 500 seafarers, and as they train them, so they get job for them. So when they bring down there, I engage them and say, look, until we not do the training, and every training has to be certificated. So maritime, their own training is IOS certified, because then they're the World Maritime Body. Look, if you train them 500 young men there now, they have jobs for life. They will be hopping from one ship to the other. And the training therefore be scalable. For now, you can give them basic training, and then you make sure say they get a refresher every other year, and you create this scalable pathway. Maybe say someone can train as far as becoming a navigator. So that are the things. So with the Youth in Fisheries project, the wooden boats is not what we should be thinking about now. Take a look at Iceland or Norway. The marine or fishing industry, they contribute significantly to their GDP. They were like us. They had wooden boats. But what did they do? They transition to fiber boats. And they have cold room support. But we don't do Youth in Fisheries stay where the people in Canada even get cool room for storing fish there. And they are not even trained in terms of processing the fish. So what did happen? When they come on a sea car, they are forced for sell them fish them because they don't want to fish them poor. We don't have no preservatory methods. So the vision of the strategic plan under the Youth and Fisheries project, who's I God bless you with the support, and for introduce fiber boats, number one. Then number two, get cool room support and more additional training. And this is where you bring in persons with special needs or disability. Whether your role will be either the marketing side or the packaging side or the processing side. Maybe so you don't require much energy or skill. You understand? Then you get that 360. So we self able package them, fish them. We say Moya with support from Truth Media or support from UNDP. We begin package them, fish them, and sell. Like I tell you just now, we want to get that kind of system where we say we give you the best comfort once you're able to pay for it. You can just go and get a digital marketing trading platform. You order for your fish. We scale them for you. You pay. You count and clean one will deliver. You know that kind of service. So that's the intention behind that one day. So if you ask me on the two projects, yes, the one do fairly well. The other one get small constraint. But this is my own strategy in terms of improving on them.
According to the youth status reports, under youth and poverty, say the incidence of youth poverty in Sierra Leone is 55.5%, and the intensity is 56.7%. 52% of young people are food poor. According to the SLIHS reports, about 63% of young people reported relying on charitable contributions to support their livelihoods. You get this bribe about the tendency, a lot where they happen. You know, a lot of young people, they want jobs, they want for work. The rate of employment is still high there, you know, out there. What's in your strategy apart from, livelihood, creating skills training and all of that? Private sector support. You get a lot of young people where they're entrepreneurs, where they start their own businesses, then they do online business and all of that. What's in your idea or your plan of creating jobs possibly through the private sector or supporting entrepreneurs as well?
So we got two approach to this. You cannot also run away from skills development. You want to do job matching, like wherein you get certain young people we achieve ABC skill, but you want to match them with jobs. You don't get that if you do not get the skill. Like today, we signed a very remarkable MOU for the first time with the forces, military, police, prison. You understand? That MOU, now for we able to train as much young people as we can, and then people there, the forces they absorb them like for come right away, but then they go there they do like I don't know how if buffer can be the right word. So when time come for intake, they will be prioritized. I don't know if you understand what they say. For example, now Truth Media, like an internship kind of thing.
They understudy.
They understudy, but they have to be trained first. Trained on the regiment, trained on various needs. Because even the forces, they don't get the middle level manpower. They don't get people quite like trained on the middle level manpower. So we engage with the leadership of the CDS, Haidara, and the SLP, Fire Cell. We've engaged on this since I come, and they're able to foresee what the intention was. I come together with what he said and so today we signed that MOU at my own Mesnaya. We are looking at between 2,000 to 3,000 of young people where then go to train them initially on waiting. For example, if you will get interest in automobile, you go to the army's garage or the police garage, you deal with there. The training there, it's a way the 10 camp. If you fit for if you don't actually learn to some level, and 10 camp for the police take, if police need driver or need mechanic, of course you need a priority. If the military need driver, or it's an example of the GI, you need a priority. So that's the kind of thing. Now come to entrepreneurship. We get various people. If you check right now through the Ready Salon project, we are training as many entrepreneurs. Yeah. But all of this, like I said, the training are important. Let me not lose sight of skills. Skills are the only driver right now who they able for like merge or reduce that kind of gap. There is no way you can employ any young man if you're not trained in what you want. You can just keep them now. No?
Yeah.
So that's the same thing. So even with entrepreneurship, they have to be trained. So that training they go on under the Ready Salon project. Right now, Sir, Limco, Central University, and 2 others get for train Boku young people with support on that project. Because me tell them, say there is no way you're able to support anybody on any entrepreneurship if the person firstly not trained. You got to get basic small training. Whether you, for example, we do the first set.
But the youth status report they say even those who are trained, even those from universities, they struggle for get jobs.
Yeah, because it depends on what they then do. I make they still anchor on training, and the training what they do, even universities graduates that they can do. For example, now what me one from Meda begin do part of the project. I've a lot of train people in fashion designing. The other day, I'm sure you know Nicholas.
Yeah, Nicholas, yeah.
Nicholas is a double master's holder. He get in business. We begin the training in Sarah Palms. They were trained how to produce them mug. These mugs were printed in my presence in just 4 or 5 minutes. Yes, it was amazing. So if Nicholas will get masters, go for that training, it tells you the need and urgency there. So we are having graduates now opting for some of their entrepreneurship training there. Because there's one thing for let you go do your business. There's another thing where you don't even know what to do. And this is why we don't engage. Even IPAM, the last leadership we did at IPAM, we don't engage them. We are supposed to have an MOU with them where we say we're able to roll out entrepreneurship training across the country, or even for their graduates and non-graduates. So with that report, based on that report, this is why me they emphasize on skills development, either for graduates and non-graduates. And I give you one graduate, linguistics, political science, first degree. So I remember I did around with the search for job. There was, I didn't see, where did they advertise? I didn't see one job with the match me qualification. I hope you understand. And the next phase of skills development will you push now for engage tertiary education, for look at even bringing certain contemporary courses like AI, for example. How do we mainstream AI into our daily academics? Yeah, in everything that we do, because now if you check, cybersecurity is another. How do we start introducing these courses either at diploma level onto degree level? If you check right now, there's a statistics where they show say by 2027 or 2028, there will be additional 500,000 jobs on cybersecurity and AI. And these are jobs that you can able to see or you do remotely from the comfort of your home. So these are the things we should be thinking of. We get a younger population, whether they don't graduate or not. But let's think about having innovative courses we can able to earn them a living for the rest of their life.
Okay. And talking about young people, in this youth status reports, under youth and migration, it say about 79.76% of youths express a wish to migrate, with 81% citing jobs as the key factor. A lot of young people want left. They want to leave. They want to go. Because jobs not there.
So we have to create the jobs. You have just created one. From the gate, I see a lot of young people. The gate man, a young person. You are usher me in, a young person. Your studio is full of at least 4 or 5 young person. You've helped in creating jobs. Where was Lamarana before? Lamarana be the Star TV. From the AYV, Lamarana was employed. Today Lamarana is employing people. That's the kind of initiative that we push. I mean, you're not ever fortunate for go through there with your training, they will push. But maybe you go through other trainings there. So these are the drive we want to push. Even with agriculture from that report is the largest employer, 44%. Employs 44% of youths in this country. But their youths, first they have barriers. Access to land is one barrier. Access to finance is another barrier. And even access to training, innovative agricultural precision training practices, it's another barrier. For example, let's go see in South Korea. Then they use small land, but they get massive yield. Even in rice, to the point I even operate the rice transplanter. From one car, they do research. We say salo, we get rice transplanter and able to see it. So it brings to mind, say, we need for train we youths there into innovative agricultural resilience practices. We be say, not to, that way we go hold that cutlass and cut all day. Where you can able to use your small garden and produce more from your little resources. Those are the trainings that we want for rollout. And agricultural pillar, when we also align now with the feed salon, we get small departure from waiting, then focus. Everybody's focused on rice. Yeah. But me, thing what you always say, what happen is when them projects here come to an end.
Exactly. What is sustainability plan?
So remember, I be beginning to say my own approach has to be sustainable and scalable. So my own approach, also the support go there, now for low engage on economic trees.
Okay.
We be say every chiefdom, every agricultural chiefdom, based on the data we then get, we able to grow 15,000 trees in the next 2 years.
Okay.
And then 15,000 trees here, you get 5 of them trees here, at least you able to grow 3. 1 na cacao, 2 na coffee, 3 na oil palm, 4 na cashew, and 5 na bamboo cane stick.
Okay.
And then why na one-off thing that we go cultivate. You don't get money for the next 25, 30 years. One-off, if you grow cacao now, 2.5 years from now, you begin harvest your cacao, you make money for the next 25 years. The same with oil palm.
Under your ministry, you get the National Youth Commission, you get the National Youth Service as well. How you they coordinate, work in the sectors there? We don't do in this country, we don't see you say the minister and people who the institutions there sometimes are at loggerheads in terms of policies or that they do it in or that they do it in. How you they coordinate with their strategic plans they are with their agencies there, because then get mandates and things that they do.
That's very important. So they coordinate well, and we they coordinate well. So the very first thing, I brought my strategic plan, and while we do the strategic plan, we did we get a collective input. So then try for align with the strategic plan. So like for the NICOM, if you check the strategic plan, is almost the same. So then skills development that they talk about, not to Ministry of, not to Moya they don't. It's largely between NICOM and NYS. And I mean, even with the graduate scheme, now with that youth NYS Youth Service Corps, now with the change, we got to also get the non-graduate aspect. So everything they do, it's aligned, and we are coordinating well. We have our weekly stand-up or bi-weekly stand-up meetings for where we sync in terms of what they do, the things they will do. So what we are working on right now is to have like a sectorial annual work plan for next year. Where we say we able to know what the ministry they do, what they provide the overall oversight, what the NICOM they do, and what the NYS they do. So we are working on that now.
Okay.
Ahead of next year. So in terms of coordination, we are all well coordinated, and the commissioner and the executive director, these are all colleagues, and we know ourselves way back. You just get to know what's not your role, and you get to know what's not your limit.
Okay.
Which I know, and which I get themselves to understand. So we have no clash, and we'll not get no clash.
Okay, let's take some messages now we Facebook page. This one for make it the same. A planner for be solar energy engineer in 1 year. And see all them on a masters, I will get them later or maybe not. Masters will pay 2 million. Jaden the same, Mr. Minister, let's discuss about these addicts, please, the issue of addicts. Yes, we will not talk about that actually. The minister will comment on how it supports young people them way in addicts and how they will be part of the plans them we don't talk about. Sheku Magjalo said the car wash project was initially a brilliant concept aimed at creating employment and improving the economic livelihood of young people across the country. However, it has unfortunately failed to achieve its intended goals. Today, many of these sites have become epicenters of drug use and substance abuse, defeating the project's original purpose. Another one say one of the growing industry in Sierra Leone is struggling from that is struggling is the automotive industry. You might have had an issue with vehicle technician. Now we're having a lot of electronics vehicle in country, and the fitters need training in a well-established automotive institute. Tertiary education needs to incorporate contemporary courses in our curriculum. Another one is saying, Mr. Sannoh, please do not incorporate young people who are already self-discovery to help those who are addicts. On the pending MOU signing with the forces, what can you say about National Youth Service Commission? Another one say, how do we get young people off the streets who are running after vehicles every day begging? That is very unsightly and demoralizing for our young people. Another one say, the car wash was just a waste of money by the previous youth minister. How on earth can you build cars center in Moyamba Junction? How many people are going to wash their car there? The middle manpower is the major problem in Sierra Leone. Creating technical institutions will be great. This is my first time listening to Sannoh, and to be honest, I'm impressed with his submission. I pray he achieve his goals and transform our youth again into youthful leaders. Tech-voke institution is what we should be investing in, especially with the rate of unemployment. For some of us that went through formal education, these jobs are payable. Say, where you learn book and get skill, you're more than equipped for make money, wallahi. Another one says, train more young people with skill, because even those with degrees are not effective when you employ them. How do we also add in our job skills, relationship with customers and job ethics? That is very important. So many young people are employed, but when they come to the job, they don't show, passion for what they are doing. Okay, Jaden, they still ask about the rehabilitation centers. How do you make the rehabilitation centers safe for young people, not only to throw them in there? We will take them field and the lady minister, respond. Communities creating rehabilitation centers, how are they going to run it, and how are they going to get in touch with a psychosocial person when it comes to therapy session? Over 6,000 on the waiting list. Do you want to help? We tell, tell that minister say no to robots them. Okay, let me take them comments in there.
So I'll begin to always say no to robots then. Because hearing from the social welfare director, when I say first talker, yes, many people want to come to the rehab center now. And the other day we go there, we even saw a lawyer, a barrister, then at the rehab center. Yeah. So don't talk about addiction, yes? The addiction. Yes, so it's a serious thing. The reason why I say that community people also help, and they can just contact social welfare, because social welfare get a lot of counselors or therapists that we go help. We even get pastors who they volunteer for come up for help here at the rehab center. So if communities can help, then just contact social welfare or the contact within the ministry. We able for providers support then they. Now the guy will talk about the solar, that's quite important. If you check with the Mission 300 portfolio, fortunately I was in New York together with the National Youth Commissioner. So we engage Dr. Kande Onkela. Prior now, we don't engage them. We don't engage the ministry. In fact, we are set to have an MOU with the ministry. So I raised the point that all the power producers, they are mostly foreigners. What go happen now if they decide for left today? You understand? So I began for, even when they appoint me, I engage my colleague Noni and thank God that himself resonated to be the discourse, that will try for push at least a 30% retention go there for the locals. So we have been thinking how we will create solar engineering trainings, especially for women. You understand? For able to roll out solar programs. And we don't go far with that. Fortunately now, with the Mission 300 portfolio, Honorable Kande Omkela insists if they agree for partner with we in the sense, if they go na my village or na my other village na Mangebure, my village na Sobegrima or na Mangebure, which thing go happen? You have to have the locals from Mangebure being trained. Not only for train there, and then go for run the business, and then go for they in charge of the light, they in charge of the marketing, they in charge of the maintenance, in charge of installation, and even the admin. So with their layers there, what do I explain? So you are creating nothing less than 100 to 150 jobs in Mangebure alone, or in my village alone in Sobegrima. You understand? Because if you take people there from elsewhere for goodie, they're not going to be able to sit on there. So you have to localize or domesticate some of them in there. So we'll submit the proposal to Dr. Yomkela. I appreciate her, and with the hope for me, we'll just begin. Maybe say every other side where they carry out those projects, it has to be manned by young people, being trained in the installation, maintenance, in the repairs, in the marketing, or even in the sales. So then they on the pipeline. And we want for use that one for training as much young people into this renewable energy. We don't go sign MOU with one big Korean farm. We are hoping that we'll be able to raise the necessary resources for able to bring them come and set up a whole infrastructure now on renewable energy. We go. They also help for train the young people in that and in the entire marketing scale.
This whole, plan where you get, waiting at the strategy and including especially women into it, how do we get our women and girls where something don't left school, we want do something, how do we prioritize them in them plans?
So they are prioritized. If you go to the status of youth report, they will tell you, say, out of every 10 or 12 young people, you don't even go up to 6 who don't reach tertiary institution. So it's a whole thing. The reason why, Lamana, I kept emphasizing on skill, not because of that report. Maybe you could take time and look at the policy recommendations and even read the report, the various issue pillars within the report. You will see there's a whole gap in terms of education in this country. And education also, like that text that they say, if you're not graduate and you get skill, then you can make money for the rest of your life. Just imagine right now that civil engineer graduate, they can't talk, say, it is set up a plumbing infrastructure. Maybe say, you get that plumbing infrastructure, if Lamana need plumbing, you begin to say plumber, they know, you can just contact her. Again, people already work, again in gadgets and everything that we can then do. But right now, if you need plumber, you don't get no side for call. So these are some of the entrepreneurial skills or the entrepreneurship things that me as a minister, together with my team, we want for push. They say they give startups, but it can sad that we don't even have graduates opting. Maybe I can use this opportunity now for me to understand this. That you're an electrical engineer or you can set up your whole electrical farm. People formalize them. Get a lot of young people off the street or somewhere. You train them. You understand? You don't need to go begin work on any farm or ETSA. For example, I remember one young man came to me. He's a mechanical engineer. All of a sudden, I want to go work on EGTC. Now I tell her, I say, why can't you set up something? It's already money. Now I say, go NICOM. Now you go for a register, you deal with NICOM, and then let's see if the support go come on. Then the cable supports you. So these are the things we need to try for, like really push and get as much young people for be innovative, create their own. I use it as an example just now. You use Star TV for be trained. You go AYV, delicately you have your Truth FM. I'm also proud of what Khadija and Mabel they do.
Yeah.
They, I don't call her 98. Delicately, they get their own side. They employ people. From the security to everybody now they employ. It's not funny.
Yeah.
You understand? Even you driver now you don't employ her. So you see how the media business they expand. So essentially, even the one that graduate, you don't have to think to be dependent for the rest of your life. Because even when you work, you are just depending on people. I wait months down and pay you salary. Or wait months down or you try for make them give you one or two things. Just be innovative. Think. You can create your own small infrastructure.
We get few questions. We get Jaden. Yeah, I'm sure you don't be a year or no, but Jaden, they advocate for addicts them and see how, then go be parts. The one that we don't left dogs, how then go get support. Even they ask about how could they be prioritized and benefit from this. Another person they ask, say, please ask the youth minister, why did he then giving cash to youth people to do business after they have undergone training? He's saying the cash support from the World Bank.
Yes. As you do the advantages now, the provisional social safety net project.
Yeah.
So, but let me come to Jaden first. Yes, we own training the way they do, now informal training, and that is the priority. The reason why I go down. For example, we use one lady, Rosamond, as a case. If you see that one in handwriting, Lamana, it's so amazing. I done that bridge be there. But I talked to Orange Foundation, then go the assessor. Right now, I did it. I did an Orange Foundation. Just now, we do provide transport for her every day for goodie. If you get issue with AI, we carry and go corners, then try for, it just be need 1 or 2 eyes drop, we AI be begin clear now and everything. Who's that Monday now? I didn't call her Orange Foundation. In fact, what we don't, we'll publish her, one other lady, go all out for her, if you don't take her 9 hosts. So we dey keep a track. So yes, they are prioritized. And believe you me, these guys are as equally intelligent as we. Now opportunity no more they need. So we just go for make sure so we give them the opportunity and then go able for really meaningful in our society. Imagine if you go take then one day now for do solar installation, it don't require much theory or waiting. Now waiting they see, now waiting they do. So these are the kind of skills we want for offer them.
So it's somebody they ask about the World Bank.
Oh, the PSSYNE project. Yes. So I tell you about skills training. They train them. I think they don't begin the payment safe. They be done verification and payment for start this week. I'm sure that's most of the other areas. They group them together and they give them I think 3,000. There has been some positive impact from the previous ones that we didn't do. And for example, I remember once I will visit, was it Waterloo? Yes, this lady, they sell drinks and everything. So all she needed was a refrigerator, we need fridge. So what we do, then go get fridge for her, come and begin turn. So the place we don't turn in some good place now. Just like, man, end up parts for the day. Because the young man will be the kind of boku and the pressure being there. But it's quite a success. So that they train them into, like I tell you about just now, financial prudence in management. Because when you don't give that young man money, the next 10 I for go buy to assist for go bluff.
Yeah.
We get for understand, say, what do you do? And YMCA is doing quite well on that as well. We don't get a lot of success stories. So we learn from that and for do all them programs there. So yes, then they be done verification. But from our last meeting we'll get about over a week ago, they be said they will begin paying 2 weeks. So I'm sure payment will start this week or latest next week.
Okay. Waiting, I want to ask quickly. I see where you can be minister. You visit the main opposition party office, and how do we depoliticize, things them we therefore do with this sector? We go benefit everybody and create an environment where the opportunities them. You don't need for be member of this political party for you benefit from the opportunities there. We national opportunities and for everybody.
So you get forget what I go say. First, you get your country at heart, and then second, you're very sincere in your approach, devoid of anything we go get. So that I make the visit APC party office. In fact, I don't go to 210 now. I don't invite even the youth league. They don't come our office. We don't meet. And every program we get at the ministry, we invite them.
Okay.
Every program we invite them. From the way we don't get that meeting day. And surprisingly, the day for my birthday, I just see I don't call him Bernard. He just boss. He said, "Boy, I can't wish you happy birthday." By tea, call me all. You understand? So it tells you, like what you say for depoliticize, you just got to be clear with your intentions. Don't make any political stunts from them. When I say you are sincere in your approach, not to forgo around for make anything, no. And we just got to be mindful, say this country is all we have. Especially for the young people. I'm just trying to send a clear message for say, let's forget about the past. The one we don't happen before, not so we era, it don't pass, even though there will be day. But now we all era this now where they come. So therefore we should stay focused and stay united across the aisle. With that, we're able for channel socio-economic development together, because Sierra Leone is for all Sierra Leoneans.
Okay. Somebody they suggest here, I suggest you talk to SLFA. Some youth go on for land referee course. That is very important. Another one say concept 1111, the same old tropes of failing system. I bet you the APC youth minister was saying the same thing decade ago. Yeah, Mr. Youth Minister, please, why is it that no government rehabilitation center is available in the northern part of the country? Is okay, they asked that question there. Another one we have been see where I want to read actually. Okay, Albert Lanzana says, speaking about car wash, I bought car wash stuff for those Gigi Bonta boys at Lumley Beach so they can stop begging. Gigi Bonta customers, but unfortunately they told me that the police officers at the Lumley Beach police station destroyed their equipment and are now back to square one of begging.
Well, that's quite unfortunate. It's something I'll promise that person for follow. I'll have to engage where the police them boiler. And just to that extent, there is one rehab center at Teko.
Okay,
Teko
Teko
Barracks,
Barracks?
yes. There's one rehab center now at Teko Barracks. So we get one at Kerema, one at Dauru. So HEB direct for all the regions there for now get, and that's what they established down there. So Teko, yes, gets one. So same old.
Yeah.
There's better that person say no, it can't be same old.
Yeah, we actually get for all the minister accountable, you know. Now, me first send this for interview, so it's good we set the ground running and understand what's in our policies and programs them. So next interview definitely will be asking him, you said this and where is the action?
Again, you can get you can put the plan to paper,
Yeah.
and then you rely on God for get the support. We all know it's
We hope you get the support.
especially financial support.
Yeah.
We all know it's in our government constraints and here and there. So largely we rely on we development partners, and that make. I'm happy that almost 80-85% they say me plan sync with their own. So now for engage there now for make sure that your work plan for next year. Feed into your intentions. For example, the skills development what they push, and then with all the other strategic pillars. So yes, I don't think they will put in place. You have to have a plan.
Okay.
If you don't have a plan, ad hoc business you go deeper.
Okay. Hopefully we will see the strategic plan. You know,
Yeah, it's out there.
Yes, and go follow up on them.
You get the status of youth report.
I do.
I wonder why you don't get the strategic plan.
Well, I'm not saying the status of youth reports. I remember we don't report on an actually. We don't do few reports on the status of youth reports actually. But before you left, we go. You know, we get this situation at the country right now. Waiting at the assurance. So people already watch where they listen to when young people them. Say we go at this time, you know, over 1 year ago, the president announced emergency, and it looked like we're starting all over again. Waiting at the assurance that we go play on our own part for ensure, say, you know, we address this problem and give young people them a dignified life and opportunities for make their lives better.
The assurance now that they follow the directives of His Excellency the President, and more than ever, we believe, say, from now to December, or latest till February, this Kush will be drastically minimized at this country because of the measures now we don't do. Even anybody who into the trade, it's high time you left because everything we don't get from the trade will be taken away from you. These are the directives now we do. So the one day we they take we also they appeal to them for left. And the assurance that we'll continue the awareness, we'll continue with your rehabilitation, we'll continue with your skills development initiatives for make sure say the one that really will they go through the rehab process. We try for also get them trained and certificated, and they also try for do a job matching process. For example, this one would do with the forces today. Now we'll make sure say they're going to be prioritized. Okay. The one that will go through the rehab process will be prioritized. And we also try for rollout. The one that we get WAS, we will also give them opportunities for engage into the trade.
Okay, I get one final question. This person just said, I say, please ask the minister. There is at least one renewable energy company, Green Solar Africa, that is led by young Sierra Leoneans and has not only trained many young people, young electrical engineering graduates, environmental engineering graduates, psychists and others with interest in renewable energy, but also work with governments to install solar in villages across the country. They want to expand those services. Why aren't such Sierra Leonean youth-led farms given priority over Korean or foreign farms? Why isn't our local content law being applied, especially when it will empower and benefit Sierra Leonean youth? You know what our organization is?
No, not to my knowledge. But I want for assure that person say we are not giving priority to Korean farms. We too they try for use with the Koreans there with the support. Now for many them come and set up and train with people. So if this kind of initiative there, want for land credence to them and my office open. The boss can come in either today later in the day, or maybe tomorrow later in the day or in the morning. We engage. These are the opportunities we are looking for. We can able to take up, be part of the ministry. We can sign an SLA with her, and an MOU with so you're able for drive with solar skills training. We got a big place now, Waterloo, called the Obasanjo Skills Center. It's a massive space. We can even partner with for probably they run something at that place. So he's welcome.
I think the final role we could take now, this way, I say, please ask the minister, how long do we rely on development partners to empower in our youth?
Well, if you check right now, we just got to rely on every other country got to rely on development partners. We get plans, but I mean, everywhere in the world, governments are constrained. Maybe one day, someday, in the soonest of future, we can get.
But for now, we rely on them.
But for now, we got to rely on them. Because then they solicit money on our behalf. No donors, none of these international agencies need to give ministries money directly. They give money to partners for can implement on their behalf. For example, European Union, they don't give money to the ministries directly. They have to go to CSOs or CBOs or other INGOs. So partners will always be there.
But government resources are very important
Government
into
resources
to the things that we do, because like you say, if you get all these ideas, we see internationally how donor funds they reduce right now. People and they keep paying money for the young people. So how do we get to understand, say we need for investing, which they do as well?
So one of the advocacy we made make, and for make the one like government generally gets three approaches into the revenue administration. One for making presence-less, cashless, you understand, and then paperless. So with this, you're able for use tech and innovation across all revenue streams in this country. You make them presence-less, you make them cashless, you make them paperless. You minimize corruption. In fact, you eradicate corruption. And then you will get value. In other words, every two-way blank government, you will get her.
Okay.
You understand? And then once you make them paperless, nobody will be able to forge any paper. Everything has to be AI and LED. So with that kind of approach, we're able to get more money.
Okay. Well, Mr. Minister, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I'll just get one quick announcement for me.
Okay.
I want for use opportunity for me this announcement. We don't go sign MOU with GIFs, global initiatives or something. We're not the champion whole scholarship training component on behalf of the United Nations, precisely on SDG 4, when we talk about education. This began a couple of years ago, but Sierra Leone has never benefited. During my visit to Zambia, based on my interaction, the people have engaged me, and we don't pay a visit to South Africa, and now we don't qualify for Sierra Leone be part of that scholarship scheme. So the press release will go out today. We then get universities in the world, what do you call Ivy League universities. But meanwhile, while I look at the program, now like 3 universities, actually, or 4, maybe for push 4. Now a virtual program. We by the scholarship scheme, you go only pay something like 2% or less than 2%, and the rest, if you qualify, the rest could be paid by the agency. So I want for this opportunity for encourage, especially the one that we just passed was, because the courses that we made a look at now computer science and AI, information systems and cybersecurity. You get cybersecurity, and then you get business management and financial management. The scholarship there from graduate to master's and PhD. But for the undergraduate, we got to push this because we want and want give opportunity for all the one that we pass was now all the districts. At least we want get 3 per district. We the one that we will advocate for and would encourage them for apply. The portal law open on the 31st of October until the 31st of November, now 1 month. But we will do your press release today and give them all the guidance on how they for apply. If you face any difficulty, you can contact the Ministry of Youth. But do you want to make use of this opportunity? Imagine if you study in Florida Memorial College in America, or you study in Florida International University, on a California Financial Institute of Management or Florida Polytech. So these are the 4 universities we may push for. If you dey study now, then don't have virtual online they do them, but you will get for goodie for graduate.
Okay.
You understand? So we'll pull the release today, and all the one that we will go through the process, we will qualify and everything. We also they push them for give them 1 laptop each at the end of the day. We go don't take them.
What then they use for
yes.
Because I see you sign another MOU with the Canadian embassy.
Oh yes, that's similar program, but that nigga for really be for the one that with the high school and that they begin with. In fact, then imagine Lamana, for example, if you do undergraduate for this 4 scholarship I talk about, all you require for pay for semester go to between $500 to $700, I think per year, I guess, between $500 to $700 per year, and at 3 years course you do.
Okay.
You understand? And then, for example, who say they pay $500 or $700, the scholarship get for pay for you for over $30,000 per year. So now that kind thing they will not ever qualify for about God don't make through HE engagement and how we self they push in that line. Because right now we are respected across the globe. I can tell anybody. HE has done remarkably well. So anytime we go, we mention Sannoh, they go say, "Oh, your president."
Well, we got the drugs business within our name and face.
Yes, but we get the good one there as well. Don't forget we are chair of, now we the chair the Security Council, even in a big name. And we have conducted ourselves very well. We don't do free quality education in this country. The very first country for doing. We are also highly revered for that. So that make, and if you not travel for go for the NTR, you don't get the connections. Nobody in the can salon for anything. Nobody in the kaya. Until you travel, you get opportunity for going to interact, and then you're able to push 1-2 button, and then it's there.
Okay,
so,
Mr. Minister.
They encourage everybody for me to apply, especially for the undergraduate, even the masters, people can apply, but one will make sure say this wire a cut across, especially in the provinces.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and thankfully you don't tell me your policies and programs them within your initiative and plans, and hopefully we'll follow up with them programs and day, and we'll get you in subsequent edition for look at the progress what they make as a country and within your strategic plan how the implementation they go. This is the Minister of Youth Affairs, Ibrahim Sannoh. We join with the program this one. We give the bell ringam as a symbol of truth, as a symbol of raising awareness. This is a part of raising awareness against drugs and
against Kush.
Yes. Thank you so much. That's not the Minister of Youth Affairs. He left without the program quickly. Therefore, come and can close. Continue for stay with we.